It's the Hip Hop and Coffee Podcast. I'm your host, Justin, aka Essential Vision. We on Ep.9. I was actually going to do a special episode talking about the impact of the album Good Kid, Mad City, Kendrick Lamar on the 8th anniversary of its release. So that's actually going to be my next episode. I'm pushing it back a little bit. Right now I got a special guest. And if anybody follows me and followed my last show, Vibes, this person, he was one of my first guests that I had on my show back in 2016. And if anybody want to go on my Central Vision page on YouTube, you can still see that interview. And you actually came to my show twice that year. And everything, and you're not just a guest too. You fam in in the most literal sense. So I always got love for you. And also too, it's good that I got you on because Buffalo is hot right now as far as lyrically on the hip hop scene. That's something I never thought I would say. It felt like a pipe dream for so many years.
Right.
That Westside Gun drop. His album on Friday, on the heels of Conway's album.
Immaculate.
Yeah, you got the Butcher coming. He's coming. Burden of Proof. So
West Lane just dropped two. Armani Caesar just dropped two.
Armani Caesar just dropped two.
The first lady. That shit crazy too. Shout out Armani. That shit crazy.
What is it called? The Liz or something?
Liz. It's the Liz. That's crazy. She got a joint on there with Benny. That's my favorite joint. The whole joint hot though, but she got a joint on there with Benny called Jolarama. Y'all went crazy on that joint, man.
She repping the city. She's also on Westside Gun album too.
Yes, sir.
I think she's on Liz Loves Luger. She's on the record Liz Loves Luger, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you got that. So on the mainstream side, we killing it. We bubbling, and I don't think as far as lyrically, we pretty much at the forefront. You've been on the same scene for the past 10, 12 years with these same exact individuals. So
yeah, man.
The game. You, as far as Buffalo hip hop, I would consider you a veteran compared to the new people coming up.
I appreciate that. I really do.
Yeah, man. I'm so you got, I would say, correct me if I'm wrong, five mixtapes.
Shit, we got to count them out right now. Get Money Season.
Okay.
Get Money Season Volume 2. What's after that? Class in Session.
Okay.
Down and Out. Yeah, you correct. And Strong Hunger. And I'm working on anticipating Stronger Hunger. So yeah, you know what's going on.
There we go. And Applied Pressure.
Oh, I don't know what's going on. That's a fact. So yeah, make that 6, man. That's dope. Yeah.
That's
okay.
6.
Okay. Yeah.
I told you before we talked, or we talked.
Yeah, that's dope.
I said I'm always watching. So.
And that's the most recent. I don't mean to cut you off. That's the most recent joint too, man. It's just like, I got so much going on right now. Like recent ain't even that much, gonna be that much recent because I'm working, I'm moving. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Applied Pressure is 2018.
Yeah.
Now me and you go back since the days of Chuck E. Cheese, but as far as your rap, as far as you like rapping and everything, and every time I see you always talk about this, I used to see you on in the Our Voice newspaper when you used to perform at different shows.
Man, word, Second Cup, all that, man, for real.
Yeah. Did you ever see yourself back then, like when you would be like on the publications for the newspapers? Because that was a thing in the late 2010s.
Yeah.
Did you ever save any of those promos, those ads that you used to perform at, like at Diablo's?
Man, I got footage. I still got the flyers, man, hanging up, man. Like
you saved all of them?
Yeah, I'm not gonna say all of them. I got a good, because there's a lot of them. Don't get me wrong. You know what I mean? So I got a good handful. I mean, a good enough of them. But don't get me wrong though. Like I appreciate it all too at the same token too, because it helped. You know what I mean? Push me forward. You know what I mean? To get to where I'm at now and so on. So I appreciate it all though. But no, definitely, man. Like man, and it's all like appreciated, you know what I mean, in the highest form, you know what I'm saying? Because trust me, man, when you're trying to get your music out here and trying to really, you know what I mean, elevate and innovate and motivate and shit like that, man, it can get hard, you know what I mean, during the run. It can definitely get hard during the run. So all that shit definitely helped motivate me and push me to where I'm at right now and how I'm able to carry myself the way I am right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't know that you even did music. I think I knew that you messed around with music a little bit then, but I didn't. Because whenever I see you personally, we never talked music. It was just on some personal things and family stuff. But it wasn't until I saw like Our Voice, I knew you did music serious and performed and everything like that. And this is 2010, 11.
Man, come on now.
So at that point I was like, okay, so he real serious with it, and you was putting out like the mixtapes like everybody else. Like you was in the trench, like when Benny and him was in the trenches, like you were like amongst that circle.
Big time.
Yeah, so I mean that was like real early on and everything, and so I was like, it is a dope thing, and a lot of times, like back then, a lot of people did music here in the city, and we was pretty much a forgotten city, so it wasn't paying off. It was just, it was tough.
Man, shout out, Shay. Hold on, real quick, cuz. Could you still hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's Unsigned City, man. Rest in peace to the great. Know what I mean, legendary, man. DJ Shay. Know what I mean, Unsigned City, man. It was like that for a while. Know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I go back, man.
Rest
like,
in peace to DJ Shay.
Yeah, for real. You know what I'm saying? So I go back, man. So I remember, man, it was plenty times, man. I get off the stage. We had a show. I get off the stage, man. Benny coming up right before me or going on, I mean, right after me and shit like that. Man, it was always just dope to be in that presence, man, because I knew I was amongst, you know what I mean, individuals, you know what I mean, who really took this shit serious and was like, somewhat taking the same path as, you know what I mean, everybody got their own way, you know what I mean, go down their own lane and shit. But it was always a dope experience, you know what I mean, to even see where he at now and shit and just know that, you know what I'm saying, we damn near come from the same part, you know what I mean, the same place in some way. So I know, like, shit possible. So it's always dope for me in that aspect.
And the thing, and they've been doing it a little bit longer.
Yeah, big time.
But man, just to see, them, like we talked earlier, man, I'm looking forward to Burden of Proof coming out and everything. But just to go back, because this has been like a tough year and everything. So I've been reminiscing a lot. And a lot of my podcast episodes is reminiscing about past albums, classic albums. So I think back to my old Vibe days, right, when you came through. I was like, I got to get guests. And I remember I used you and AM at the time. I was like, I got to see how this worked, bringing on guests. So me bringing on guests when I had the radio show, the UB.
Right.
I kind of used y'all as like the testers at that point. And at that point, it worked. So I had a whole string of guests, because before that I had the show for about 6 months and it was just me, and I think I brought maybe one other a friend of mine, and we pretty much did the show, and then I pretty much did it on my own and everything. But I was like, let me start bringing on some guests and everything. And I remember I had the camera set up and I was like, let's do it, let's rock. And it took off even bigger a little, at that time. And you came through. I don't even think you had music.
Yeah.
The first time you came, I don't think you had music out. Like you was just getting back in the swing of things, because you didn't have Down and Out the mix.
I can't remember it. Okay, yeah. So Down and Out was the second appearance when I had that album.
Yeah. So now to go back.
Okay.
If they ever want to know who you are and everything, go to my blog spot, essentialvision.blogspot.com.
Yeah.
Those episodes are still up. So I remember the second time, it was like in the fall, and you said, I'm ready. I got some heat. I got Down and Out coming out, and you came through because you still got the photos of you on the wall on your Instagram page, still to this day. That was 4 years ago. Yeah.
I'm gonna keep all of that up there. Yo. Like I got to, man. It's a part of my stamp. It's a part of me. It's a part of, you know what I mean? Like what I got going on. So just so people will never forget, or not even just forget, for people who don't know what's going on. You know what I mean? They can tap in from times ago. You know what I mean? So that's all it's about, man.
Yeah, and I remember I was pretty much launching the second season of that show, and you came through with, the first time I launched the second season, and that second season I had crazy guests, and you helped me kick that off.
Come on.
Um, and it ended
My
with
word.
the documentary I wound up putting out when the show ended, and I don't. You know what? I've just recently found out that I still got the very last episode when I had everybody come through as a reunion.
Okay.
I still got that episode. I might like as a Christmas put out that on the podcast. I might put that last episode out because I don't think a lot of people heard it or remember it. You know, for the new listeners.
Wait, you had a reunion?
I invited you to it. You ain't come. You was busy.
Oh my God, was it really so long ago? Yo, what?
It was a reunion. Like
It's
AM came back. I had Reese Young. I had Chill Ali, and I remember I reached out. I told you, huh?
Now that's crazy. Now I said that's crazy. That shit so long ago. Now I mean, but you got footage of it, or like you got the
I got the whole
audio?
episode. I got that whole episode, and
Yeah, nah, I gotta tap in. That's crazy. No, I'm not tapped in.
Yeah, yeah, I remember. Well, something came up. But I didn't care because you had came through like 2 times anyway.
Yeah, I'm mad at myself now. Listen, I'm mad at myself now. I'm like, you had the reunion, but nah, you know, but all in all though, you know, when you miss certain events and shit like that, it ain't really nothing to dwell about because we still here, we still pushing, bro. This a part of the reunion right here. You know what I'm saying?
It is a reunion, and actually, I think out of everybody I had on that show, you the third one to do this podcast. So I had Reese, I had Maya. I don't know if you've ever met Maya before. She
yeah, I met her before. She's dope. She's talented.
Yeah, we had I wish we would have had a video episode, but we had a phone interview because that was when the COVID thing hit. So we didn't want to meet face to face. So we did a one over the phone, which is episode 4, I believe. So
okay.
Yeah, so and then Reese, we did I think the 3rd episode. So you're the 3rd Vibes alumni to come and do the Hip Hop and Coffee. And all y'all hard-headed, by the way, because it's Hip Hop and Coffee, so you're supposed to drink coffee. And one was drinking, the other one had water, and you come in, you smoking a blunt and shit. So none of y'all do what y'all supposed to do.
This is my coffee right here, y'all. We waking and baking, man. We waking and baking.
Oh my God,
but
man.
Nah, I remember the episode with AM. Shout out AM, man. That was dope.
You remember I had to do a freestyle?
Yeah, I was about to say that. That was dope. You still got that footage?
No, I can't find it. I gotta dig.
You know what? I'm lying. You know what? No, I'm lying. I'm gonna send it to you. I got it. I'll put it up on Facebook. I gotta dig in my crate. Shout out AM though, man. Like, I mean, you're a part of history too, man. That's dope.
Do you got it? You still got it?
Yeah, I got it. I'm gonna try to go through it sometime later on today, and I'm gonna send it to you. I know for a fact I posted it, so it's in my Facebook somewhere. And I mean, I'm gonna try to say that shit and all that.
Yeah.
Word. I need all that shit. Word.
Okay. Well, actually, you know what? Hold that thought because I gotta. Since I know you got the footage, I got a suggestion for you. But yo, since that was 2016, that was 4 years ago, and that was 4 years ago. Damn, time go by quick. So yo, what you been doing since on the music tip? What you been doing since Down and Out in 2016?
Man, to be honest with you, I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. Like, man, it's been I've been like on and off with the music shit, man. Like just going through my own shit, you know what I'm saying? So I like been in and out and shit, but like I'm like fully tapped in all the way, of course, now and shit. But like I said, I was facing demons. I ain't gonna hold you. I was facing some demons. I'm gonna let it all out now. I was facing some demons and shit. So it was like music wasn't like the sole purpose at that point, at certain points from 2016 to, you know what I mean, of course, when I'm start getting my rhythm back and shit. So it was just a lot of like on and off type of shit, you know what I mean? So I know I know I'm jumping a little fast forward, but it's kind of like why it took so long for me to like push my applied pressure in certain, you know what I mean, just certain criteria that I got and shit. But it was just, man, a lot of on and off and shit, man. But I just been trying to, man, just get back into my element, man, get back to the essence of the shit. You know what I'm saying? So from just know from here on out, man, it's going up, man. It's up. You know what I'm saying?
So those demons that you went through, like, are you gonna put it in the music?
All that shit is in there. All that shit is in there. And honestly, to jump off of that, well, from that, like that is like honestly why it took me so long to like put out music and shit like that. So that kind of answers your question too. It took me a long time. I wasn't dropping consistently in between them years. You know that, cuz, you know what I mean? But yeah, like that had a lot to do with that. But best and believe, I got the people gonna know why. You know what I mean? They gonna hear about it. I mean, I'm not gonna leave nobody out on nothing, man. Like I'm here all the way tapped in fully. So trust and believe, you gonna get Mizzark, you know what I mean, all the way through from here and beyond. You know what I'm saying?
So this is the thing, you know, Griselda's out and they repping Buffalo hard, right? And you are artist and your timeline of coming out is in the last 10, 12 years too, you know.
Yeah.
This is the thing, like as an art, and this is artist talk. So people who listening that's creators and artists themselves, maybe they'll relate to this. Do you feel like when you put out stuff, like you put out your music, that it's good to take a break and live life, whether it be good or bad? Sometimes you could be enjoying yourself too, and then you don't have the inspiration to come out. Or do you feel sometimes that even when you're going through like your bad moments and your life lessons, that you should put out stuff at that time as well? Because sometimes you even with you not in a great place, you'll put out things or whatnot that maybe people might relate to you in that space too. I find that I used to think that it was you have to live life a little bit and it's good to take breaks. And then sometimes it's like some of my favorite artists, period, they put out some good stuff in their dark times that they may not have liked, but I liked. I found a different inspiration for it, and they still had content. Where are you at with that?
Right. With me, like I took so long off, you know what I mean? So long off, you know what I mean? Like it was like so much of a huge heart. It's like I know now, like it ain't no breaks. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no the break should be the energy that you're gonna put in to talk about, you know what I mean, why shit going how it's going right now, or why you want it to go how you need it to go. You know what I'm saying? So honestly, for me, I write some of my best music like in my darkest moments, like you said, kind of jump off of that. You know what I'm saying? But at the same token, it's like it also gives me fuel when I'm in a good space as well. You know, when I'm happy, when I'm, you know, being me, when I'm just regular. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like I need to, you know what I'm saying, give my word. You know what I'm saying? It's like as an artist, that's just how I feel. But like as an artist, you should always just be creative. You should always just be creating. You know what I mean? Like just anything should just be able to inspire you. You know what I'm saying? When you all the way tapped in. That's why I said like a couple years ago, I said I wasn't always tapped in, which is why I had them lags and you know them gaps and the spaces in between me not putting out the work in the projects that I should be. So for me, honestly, it's like any way I'm feeling, you know what I mean, any element, you know what I mean, any emotion, anywhere I feel. I could wake up on the wrong side of the bed today and write about that. I could wake up in the happiest, most spirit ever amongst me and write about that. You always got to be creative.
Now, are you just now feeling that way, like in recent times, or you always felt that way? I feel
honestly,
like you feel that way. I feel like you're in a new space where that's where you at now, but previously you were.
Yeah. No, I wasn't, man. To be real with you, it was more so when I just started like expanding like my talents and my horizons more, like For real, a big part of it was like going on tour with Benny and the boys. You know what I'm saying? Like just really, you know what I mean, getting out there. Like even booking my own shit. You know what I mean? I like shout out to few promoters. You know what I mean? I'm linked with in Brooklyn. You know what I mean? Philly, a few places and shit like that. You know what I mean? It was just more so me just, you know what I mean, going in the outskirts and getting out of my comfort zone. You know, climbing out that box. You know what I mean? When I feel as though I didn't want to, but I had to. You know what I'm saying? Though, so yeah, honestly, it was more recent for me, man. It was more recent for me, but like here on Beyond though, man, I know the purpose. I'm more in tune, you know what I mean, with the purpose and shit. So trust and believe, man. Here on out, man, I gonna get done, nothing but big mids, and that's in big mids. Y'all gonna know what I'm talking about.
That's what's up.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's up. You know, actually, you know, I think like previously, like people used to. I think people's mindset, like on the hip hop tip, was if you have to put up a front or when you're going through a good space, that's when you're supposed to come out with music. I think a lot of people didn't drop stuff when they was going through a bad space because they felt like people didn't want to hear that from them. I think now a lot of people, a lot of art, especially that ones that's been out the last, you know, decade or so, or even like independently like yourself, it's like, fuck it, just come out with, just put the shit out. You know what I mean? The only time I think, if you're not inspired, even like if
Yeah.
when you know when you eat, whether you're in a good or bad space, when you coming out with something and it's not good, you're just not gonna put it out. But sometimes you can be going through a terrible space and you can musically put it out. You know, just work with a different producer or jump up on a feature, and then you still put it out to keep you out there or whatnot. You know what I mean?
Right. No, I'm with you. It's just more so, man, like the way I go about shit is like, man, like nobody forced me or like told me that I had to like start rapping, you know what I mean, or start making music and shit like that. So I make it first, honestly, because it soothes me, it heals me. I make it for me. I make music for me 1st
Mm-hmm.
and it just happens to happen that other people other than me enjoy it at the same time.
Yeah.
So from an artist standpoint, man, it's just like, man, just do because honestly, I mean, it's supposed to all be pure anyway. You know what I mean? Like for real. We gonna take it back to the essence of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like from the boom, but like, you know what I mean? It's supposed to all just be pure and just, you know what I mean, like original anyway. So I do it for me first, you know what I mean? Like, it comes from the heart. Like I said, it heals me, it soothes me. Other people take to it and got their own remedies, you know what I'm saying? But it's just more so, you know what I mean? If you feel as though, you know what I mean, and that's a pure, you know what I mean, word that you speaking, then the people should gravitate to it. Whether they do or they not, it's supposed to be existing anyway. You know what I mean? That's why I love to make music, because it's just like I can get my shit off, you know what I'm saying, and not have to worry about what nobody think. Like, bro, when I'm in that mic, when I'm in the studio, bro, when I'm talking to the mic, bro, I'm talking to the mic. The mic don't talk back to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you look at it from that aspect. So it's just like, you know what I mean, just being able to be pure and just be able to, you know what I mean, grasp, you know what I mean, what you got to offer, you know what I mean, and just, if people, you know what I mean, fuck with it, they fuck with it. If not, you know what I mean, it's all a form of art to me. You know what I mean, like Picasso and all of them, they go in there, they paint it. You know what I mean, they do that. They're not doing that because nobody is telling them they have to do that. This is what they really want to genuinely do, so they're gonna do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo, who's inspiring you right now? Like, as far as on the music tip, whether it be from here or it be like, you know, somebody out, you know, that's doing their thing mainstream.
Can I be honest with you? Myself. I don't mean to sound cliche or whatever you want to call it. Myself, just because, like, and don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to sound like an alien or no shit like that. You know what I mean? I listen to other people and shit like that. You know what I mean? I got my ear open and shit like that. But like, just me, bro. Like, just me, bro. Just knowing how far I came and how far I have yet to come. You know what I'm saying? So just like I listen to a lot of my old shit a lot too. Like a lot of my older shit, bro. I got shit that I ain't never released. You know what I mean? Just shit that I keep for me, you know what I mean? For my own sake and shit. Just honestly, like, just me, bro. Like, that question really is, I mean, to answer that question honestly, bro, myself, bro.
Do you got like a specific like album or something that you go back to that's like that they get you that you know on a day-to-day basis
Strong,
get you back in like for me
strong hunger.
strong hunger
Before you even I don't, before you even say what you say all the way through, strong hunger.
is
That's
it
my
is
stance.
what is it about strong hunger that that's still on that piff, by the way. Is it on
That's
streaming
on
service?
that. That's on that piff. You know, it's crazy. I'm working on getting it on all streaming platforms. People need that everywhere. But no, yeah, strong hunger. That's on that piff.com. If you know
Yeah,
about
is that the
that.
only place they can get it right now?
Right now, yeah, it's thatpiff.com. That's money, Mizzark. I cut the money off. You know what I mean? It was just we all getting money. I mean, it ain't nothing like I really gotta toss out there and not like that. So I cut the money off, but it's money Mizzark on thatpiff.com. I'm working on putting it like on all streaming platforms now. But no, that's the one though right there. That's the one right there. Like implements. You know what I mean? Just growth. Strength. You know what I mean? Just strengthening and power. You know what I mean? And everything you stand for.
What is it about that particular project that still motivates you as opposed to the other stuff that you've put out? Like, why does that stick out more? Because we're here because you promoting it. You got a project coming up, Stronger Hunger.
Yeah,
So
Stronger
it's like
Hunger.
the sequel to that, right?
Yeah.
So
I mean, listen.
Obviously, like you got like a heavy. You feel strongly about that one particularly. Like, that's your baby. Like that's your favorite. It feels like that's your favorite.
What I'm moving. Right? That's what I'm moving with now. Like I don't know, like that joint, like just that album in general, like man, like that's honestly right before when I just told y'all like not too long ago when I was like facing them demons. That's like right before, like that's when I dropped the shit. You know what I mean? I dropped the shit right before all of that, when that time occurred and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
So that was really that's when I felt like I was me.
Okay.
That's when I feel like I was more in tune with me. You know what I mean, my spiritual side, just everything. I was more on me and shit like that. So I listened to a lot of that like music from off that album a lot, like just like through my everyday processes and shit like that. Like it helped me like, you know what I mean, like don't lose sight and just be familiar with me. So I was more in tune with me, like, and it was just like I'm not gonna say all like just pure because I feel like all my shit is genuine and shit like that, but it was just more so like the core of really how I was feeling, and I mean I was in a great space. I was in a great space back then, so that's probably why that album. And don't get me wrong, I love all my music. I wouldn't put it out if I didn't.
So
to sum that up.
Where were you at when you put out Down and Out and the last one, Apply Pressure?
Down and Out. I was still, don't get me wrong, we all still go through some shit, and I mean whatever you want to call it that. But Down and Out, I was still trying to find myself.
Okay.
And
that's not a bad place to be in.
Hell no. I appreciate all that shit. I appreciate the bumps in the road, all that shit. Getting over the maneuver, I appreciate all that shit. Because I want to be able to appreciate it in general and where I'm at right now. So, like, Down and Out, I was more so, like, still trying to find myself. Shit, it's like, it's embedded in the title of the album, Down and Out. You know what I mean? And that's what I mean when I keep bringing up the word pure. Like, I'm just really genuinely just speaking like how I'm feeling, you know what I mean, at that time and shit like that. So, yeah, then Apply Pressure is like, I named Apply, like, I know some people came to me and told me like, why you ain't naming like Apply Pressure? Like, why Apply Pressure? Because I feel like I already been doing this shit. I already feel like you know what I'm saying, done overcame, certain shit and, you know what I mean, jumped over, you know what I mean, certain hurdles and shit like that. So that's why it's like more so past tense. I put the applied versus apply. So, I mean, like I said, I'm catching back up to me now. From when I dropped Strong Hunger and throwing the for emphasize, to emphasize it a little bit better and just let the people know, like I ain't done, telling my story.
Yeah.
Yeah. Real rap, man.
I'm
in a good space right now.
That's what's up. Yo, for those who listening, Apply Pressure, like Strong Hunger, the first one you get on that piff. Apply Pressure on Spotify.
Yeah.
It's on Apple.
That's everywhere.
It's everywhere. It came out 2018. And I know I would have interviewed you when that came out, but I didn't have a podcast at that time. I think you even reached out back then. And I said, no, I'm not doing podcasting, man. I'm taking a break.
I remember, yeah.
I was like,
when I heard that, I'm like, yo, I'm like, damn. I'm like, yo, that could be a dope move, though. You know what I mean? Like, you dipping in. You're not just dipping in one bag. You know what I'm saying? You're just going in your creative. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
attribution, just doing what you're doing.
I was living too. You know what I mean? I was living life, and I'm like, nah,
always.
Huh?
I said, yeah, that's always, yeah.
Yeah, and I told you, I told you, I forgot where we all ever see each other every now and then, and I was like, no, I said, but I'm coming back, and when I come back, it's gonna be on and popping. Actually, I saw you last year, and you asked me the same thing. You was like, yo, what you got going on? I was like, when I'm coming, you'll know. And this time of year, I was like, man, two podcasts. And I remember you was like, let me know. As soon as I said that I was coming out, you hit me, you text me. You was like, let me know when you want me to come. So me and you actually been trying to talk for the beginning of the year, but
I got some heat. Having some heat.
Yeah, I was pretty much formulating, and then I was getting the other guests together or whatnot. And then COVID happened and dropped a bomb on everybody. And then, everything, just this whole where the world is at and everything. So I pretty much have reformatted the podcast. I dropped another podcast called the Slow Jam Tapes R&B podcast. It's out now. First episode. Yeah. And then, you've been pretty much doing your thing, recording and everything like that. Talk about because you are coming out with a project called Stronger Hunger.
Mm-hmm.
I saw you yesterday on your story page. You in the studio, so you cooking. You letting you where are you at cooking wise? You got the heat on high right now? Are you letting it simmer? Is it ready? What's up?
I just had to call the fireman.
Yeah.
I just called the fire department last night. That's my word. He had to come through and all that with the hoses and all that, man. Yeah. But no,
now where is that? You that's your equipment, or you in a studio? You in another studio?
I got my own little base. I got my own little thing where I do my thing. I'm more so what I do is I record I do rough drafts. I don't know if a lot of artists do that, but I record my shit at home base, and rough draft it just to listen to it and see while I'm listening to it if I want to tweak something up or just.
But I go to boy Tyree. Shout out Tyree Hames. I need to get with him. My boy be doing his thing. I mean, I've been tapped in with him since we was both 16. I mean, that's another story and shit though. But I found somebody who could really, relate and push my sound to that next. That next stratosphere and where it need to be. And trust me, that album sounded crazy. So I'm just working as a now though. I'm just building my catalog. And just whatever I feel as though could fit. Gonna make it work for it.
Yeah, I'm saying.
Do you still write before you actually record, or is it just all of it kind of just freestyle and you just kind of memorize what you're gonna say?
I usually write before I record.
Okay.
I usually write before I record, or at least I like to do that preferably. Sometimes I might fucking dog in here and shit. Keep that shit in the interview too. I just had to smack the shit out of this motherfucking bug. Pimp smack the bug, y'all.
Yeah.
But what was the question again, man?
I asked do you every time you go in, do you write?
Oh, do I write? Nah.
A mix. Sometimes you write, but then you'll freestyle a certain part.
It's preferably before I do. Sometimes it might just be how I feel and shit like that. Honestly, when you just rung up when I had the session and shit, I wrote 2 songs that same day.
Okay.
So it depends on honestly sometimes how I feel. But preferably it'd be, I like to be, more so prepared and shit like that. Because like I told you, I got my own little setup, so it's like at hand for me to go in there and like do my ref drafts or just, you know what I mean, do what I want to do, because before I start going to my boy Tyree and shit, I used to record my own shit until I felt like I wanted to take my sound to another level and shit.
Okay.
So yeah, all in all, like I said, I got my own little setup. So for me, I like, you know, I have it like premeditated, you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, like I said the other day, like I wrote 2 joints in the same day and I recorded in the same day. So sometimes it's how I feel, but if it was up to me, I would rather, you know, prior, you know, have my shit ready.
No, I feel you. But you can freestyle, because you freestyle.
Oh yeah, don't get it fucked up. Don't get it fucked up.
You freestyle for me the first Vibes interview you did that we had on video.
Yeah, I remember
you
all
have
that,
the footage of.
Yeah, all that. That's what I do. That's honestly, man, that's what I came from. Shout out my pops. That's your cousin. You know what I mean? Man, we gonna keep it to the core, keep it pure. Shout out my pops. He DJ'd when I was younger. Shit, before I was even born, my pops was the I mean, the go-to guy to have, you know, do your party and shit like that. So, but he DJ'd like at a young age. He was DJing and shit like that, and like, you know, I might have said this on one of your shows too. But he
shout out to Todd, the real OG,
yeah,
the family.
Shout out Nate, man.
He's the official OG, and he knows that. I saw something a couple. I don't know if it was last year or the year before,
okay.
And he went to a show of yours.
Oh man, was that this year?
That was at Milky.
Yeah, that was at Milky. Yo, that was a great experience, man. I want to say that was this year. Yo, it's crazy because if you listen to my song Amazing Grace, it's on all streaming platforms. It's on my Applied Pressure album. I'm plugging shit in too. I love it.
Yeah.
Listen to my song Amazing Grace. You can hear that motherfucker in the back. Now I got a clip of like me, I mean, talking to the crowd and shit like that before I start performing, or maybe in the middle of when I was performing, whatever. And you can hear him in the back yelling, "Yeah, that's my type of shit." Now I mean, I kept that shit. Now I mean, I put that shit on my album and shit though, man. I mean, great experience though, man. Great experience.
Do he know? Do he know he on it?
I don't know. That was a good question.
He not on social media. Like he a
right.
He a triple OG. Like he don't.
He probably don't. He probably don't. If you heard, he probably like, oh, hey, yo, that's what's up, fam. You know, that nigga word fam. That's what's up, fam. But no, yeah, man. I just try to keep it pure, man.
Yeah, I remember. I saw you did a show and he was there, and you said your pops, aka Nasty Nate.
Yeah.
I saw that. I was like, no, I didn't even know he went to shows. And as he went to a bunch of your shows, or was that the first time?
You know what's crazy? My pops went to one other show than the Milky's joint. It was my first show ever.
Okay.
At Broadway Joe's. I would never be. I would just talk. I'm plugging Tyree out all through this joint. My boy Tyree, he booked me in. He City Life. He booked me in. The first show I ever had. He him and his shout out Paul. I was the manager at the time. They booked me and had my first show. Yo, my whole family was there, and I mean, for the most part, like everybody was there. Man, it was like a great experience. I was nervous as shit, but then I'm performing for my people for the most part, and I mean, it was a great joint. But that was the first show he went to, and then the joint at Milky's. Shit, he ain't been a show since then, since a decade and some change. So
yeah.
That's why you hear him like that. Don't get me wrong, he was a little sauce too, but that's why it was a lot of excitement. Like shit, not only my pops was there though, it wasn't just him though either. Like my sisters was there, my brothers was there. Like, it was a lot of love in here. So it was just
the whole fam was there.
Yeah. It was like I enjoyed them type of moments though, cause like that give me like a bigger push. You know what I'm saying? Cause like, don't get me wrong, like I do this, like I said, I write music for me.
Yeah.
But I do it for mine.
Keep it a buck. You remember the show of yours I went to?
Let me think. Always so many of them. The show of mine. Which one?
I don't know if you remember. Cause I told you, I remember at the time I told you I was like, I'm coming. This is before Vibes, way before Vibes. It was in the wintertime. It might have been November, December, and it was about I thought it was gonna be like a couple of y'all. It was about 20 fucking acts in the joint. It wasn't that many people that in the crowd.
Wait,
It was
was it
early
on
on.
Elmwood?
It was at the Showplace Theater.
Showplace. That's on Elmwood?
Yes.
Showplace.
It was 2013.
I remember that shit.
It was November, December. It was the winter. It was I think it was November. I
remember that shit. I think I performed there a few times.
The show started at 8. I don't think you came on until midnight.
That's when the hood niggas put their own show together. That's all that was.
That's exactly. I know the hood niggas put that shit together.
Yeah,
I was like,
that's when the hood niggas went entertained for the night.
It was dark. I couldn't see nobody in there. Like, it was dark as hell, right?
I remember that shit. I think that might have been the night. I had my boy Dre Cash and Swerve with me. I don't remember. I performed there a few times. That was a dope. Yeah, that's dope. I remember. Yo, that's dope. I remember performing Showplace though.
I thought when I was like, okay, he coming out. Like, it was like 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock went by. 10 o'clock went by. 11 o'clock. I was there. I was like, damn, I got a cramp in my leg and shit, waiting and shit like that. Right. It was a minute, and I think I was the only one that I didn't know nobody else that showed up or whatever. But
right.
And this was 2013. It was way back, man. I ain't have a beard at the time. I was driving a Chevy Cobalt. I remember.
Come on. Yeah. I remember. Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, fucking shit.
And I went, and at that time I was like, you had been. You wasn't new to performing. You had been performing for a few years, even at that time.
I love to perform.
That was back when you put your mixtape out and you get it pressed for CD, and you would put it out on that Piff and stuff like that. And I want to talk about that now too. Like, do you like the new wave and how people just putting out projects? It's not really a mixtape game no more. Like that was an era. And I think, hopefully one day I can talk to like Benny and them, like, because they were in the era where you press the CDs and you go out and you try to sell it or give it away. And then it went into, you put the mixtapes out because you didn't even, because it weren't albums, you just put the mixtapes out on that Piff. And now it's pretty much DSPs. And now you have a Spotify, you got iTunes and stuff like that. And, you put it out that way, and people they're not really doing mixtapes. They just putting out projects or albums in general, and that's the way to do it.
Right.
Like, do you like that? Like putting it out and promoting on your social media? Hey, I got it out on Spotify. I got it out on Apple.
I ain't gonna lie, like. I'm just like tapped in. I'm just tapped in all this shit. I'm just adjusting with all this shit. So
yeah,
like, I'm used to that shit. Like I'm used to doing all that shit by myself. Like meaning like buying like hundreds of like blank discs and shit like that. I'm like, burning my albums and shit. Making my own, printing my own covers and labels and shit like that, or going to Office Depot and shit like that. It's like, I don't know. It kind of like, in a way, I don't want to say this word. I don't know. Like it's very different. It's very different. Kind of like the tour is like the hustling aspect of like actually going out there and actually like putting your work out there and and trying to get your bread from them like that. In a way from that way. But if you want to hustle, you're gonna hustle regardless. But it's I don't know. It's different, man. I'm adjusting to all this shit, man, differently, man. So it's just, I don't know.
Well, you adjusting because the game, like you said, the game changed, so you gotta adjust. So you missed that old way of how you would have to hustle, and it was more fun. That was more fun.
That's what I know. It was more fun for me in that way. I'm gonna say it like that. But don't get it fucked up. It's definitely more at hand. It's more at hand. It's more at hand right now. You know what I mean? It's definitely, people can just open their shit up, wake up, and just, get at your shit. So, but like I said, I'm just more so in the adjusting stage with all of this shit. So all of this shit is like kind of new to me. Cause like I've been on and off with dropping shit. You know what I mean? I've been on and off with dropping shit, you know what I mean? But shout out Distro Kid though. Shout out Distro Kid, know what I mean? As long as you grind, as long as you hustle, know what I mean? It's gonna all make sense at the end of the day anyway. So, you
Yeah.
know, it's all something that I gotta adjust to, know what I mean? And it's actually doing good for the moment right now, know what I mean? It's all something new though, you know.
I actually like it. I think now it's like it depends on what type of artist you are. You can pretty much promote and get your project out there how you want it instead of
Yeah,
like back in the
definitely.
day it was I miss the physical like holding something.
Yeah,
But now I mean you can still press up a CD like but now people are doing their own merch. So
yeah,
they selling the t-shirts and you got to credit like Nipsey Hussle and them like they pretty much made like getting it out independently, making it an experience, and made that the way like because now like you put it out that way, but if you got a core fan base even locally, you can do the t-shirts, you can still press up the CDs. Now people pressing up
yeah.
vinyl,
That's the dope part about it. Like it's expanding. It's
but
like the music.
the work is harder, but it's worth it.
Yeah. And it's like you said with the merch and all that shit. It's like now the music like is like branching like other shit to like, know what I mean, coexist and make shit pop for you at the moment too. So, like I said, I'm just all adjusting to it, and man, it's doing good. I'm good right now. So I
Yeah,
love it. And like I said, it's at hand. It's more at hand. It's more at hand and shit. Like shit for me when I'm just riding around and just doing what I'm doing. I want to listen to whole. I could just go to my motherfucking Spotify account. You know that I pay for $9.99 a month. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, it's all about just adjustments and just knowing that shit. This is what's going on right now, and tap in. Tap in at this point. Like I said, new album coming out and all that. So that's what's going on, man.
I got title. I don't have but there's a reason why, and a lot of y'all are like y'all got to put y'all joint out through there. I don't know how y'all do it, right? But I found out that y'all get paid more um, as opposed to Spotify and Apple.
Oh yeah, well, through title.
Yeah, like if I stream your project like Apply Pressures on Spotify and
Right.
Apple, you do get like for every listen, it's like 0.002 cents, right? So you got to keep
Right.
listening to get. But Title give you like 0.028 cents. So I can
Gotcha.
listen 5 times and you might get like a penny or something, right? So just me, right? Whereas Apple, which you got to put it on those anyway, but artists in
Right.
general, they they that's why they put it on all three. But from what I've been told, like putting it on title give you a little bit more of a runaround as opposed to the other ones because it's like it's owned by a specific company or whatever. But
Right.
yeah, I mean
I put my shit on all of them. My shit on all
yeah,
of them.
yeah.
Whenever shit,
Amazon,
expect when Miz drop, you could whatever you use, my shit on all of that shit. So I'm just moving with the groove. You know what I'm saying? Doing what's supposed to be done. You
yo.
know.
So what we got coming up? We got a song. We got you just gonna drop. You got like what can people expect out of you?
Man, so much, man. Like, boom. This is the first time I'm announcing this shit. I'm I'm releasing 2 projects by the end of this year, before this year end. Of course, Stronger Hunger. I've been promoting that and pushing that from here on out. And the shit. This is the first, like I said, the first time I'm releasing it, and we still like this shit all fresh. But with my boy Ray, shout out my boy Ray Rose. We
Okay.
putting a joint project together now. Like it's all the beginning. It's all new. You know what I mean, with the project and shit like that. But just be expecting that shit out. Just visuals. Visuals. New music, bro. Content after content, bro. Just doing what I got to do, bro. To keep people tapped in. You know what I'm saying? Because consistency is definitely key in this game. You know what I mean? In this sport, consistency is key, and I learned that. You know what I'm saying? But just be expecting, just more Miz and this big Miz from here on out. Stronger Hunger. Stronger Hunger going, yo. Stronger Hunger. And I don't even mean to, like, toot my own horn and shit like that. But, man, this is really, I feel like this going to really, put a stamp on, like, just real pure, gifted, words, spoken word, because it's all spoken word how I feel. So it's gonna be a lot of difference. I'm doing some poetry on this shit, just speaking how I feel, I haven't did poetry since like, was it Down and Out? It could have been Down and Out or my Clash and Session album, but like some time ago. So I'm just really tapping in and just giving the people, what I'm supposed to, give them.
That's what's up. So 2 projects before the end of the year. And also too, you're gonna be releasing vlogs, Road to Stronger Hunger, like leading up to Stronger Hunger.
Yeah. I'm gonna be releasing like segments like of like times I was on the road and shit, just doing shows and shit. That I put together myself, to my own connections and shit like that. Shows I did, through like Beanie and them boys, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody over there too. Them boys is some real humbling motherfuckers over there, them boys,
Yeah, shout out to them.
Yeah. Fuck with all them boys over there, From Jake, all them boys. City, all them boys. Yeah, it's just, it's going up, man.
Really find that freestyle that I shot and release that one day on your vlog.
Oh, I got you. That's big.
I remember I had your freestyle. I put on the Vapors beat by Biz Marquee. I don't know why I chose that, but y'all.
It was in some hallway or something like that, just going on.
But it was graffiti in the background. I remember it was a backdrop.
Yeah.
It was dope.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know why I put on the Vapors and I was like, yo, just go in. It was like that was real. Oh, that came out in like '88.
I remember.
Speaking of your pops, he probably would know that beat before anybody else. I don't know why, because that's more his era. I threw something old school to throw y'all off, and and have y'all freestyle it or whatever.
I'm gonna go at any time. You know me.
And this is a coincidence because I think we set this interview up a week ago, but just like a few days ago, you and Rick High gonna do a joint, a project, not a project, a record.
Yeah. Shout out to Ricky, man. He had put something up like, saying that he was gonna do a free feature for any artist who got, the most tags under his post on Facebook, and the people came through for me. They show love. They came through for me and show love, and I ended up happening, to have the most tags or whatever. And we got a
project not a project. We got a you know what I mean? Send them something. I'm gonna send them something from my catalog, and I just talked to him yesterday.
Okay.
He told me to send him something. Yeah, he told me to send him something from his catalog or whatever. And we going, man, the rest is history. Trust me, the rest is history. You know what I mean? Whatever gonna happen from here, trust me, is history. It's gonna happen.
All right. Also, before I let you go and everything, what was it like performing? Because I know you had the social distance at the our house, at our place a few weeks ago.
Right.
Yeah, what was that like? I saw that y'all was behind, like y'all performed behind the glass in the building.
Right.
The crowd was outside. Was that because of social distancing?
Yeah, it was all of that. That shit was a dope experience.
It looked dope.
It was very different,
You can hear yourself. I can hear me. I can hear me doing me and shit. But I can't hear nobody else on the other side. Like, you could just see the reactions and shit.
Yeah.
Some people bobbing their head. You could just see people, doing what they doing. It was like a whole different experience, bro. I'm used to being able to slap motherfuckers up. Jumping in the motherfucking crowd if I want. You know what I'm saying? But it was different, but it was a good different,
Yo, how they set that up? Like they had the speakers outside for them to hear while y'all were inside.
They had the speakers out, some speakers outside and inside.
Okay.
Speakers outside and inside. Yeah. Shout out Art Dealer, man. Came
So
on my boy
you
and
couldn't
boys.
hear them at all?
Couldn't hear nothing at all. Nothing at all. Nah, it was dope. It was dope though. It was like, yo, it was different, yo. It was real different.
It looked dope in the inside because y'all, it was like artwork and set up real special on the inside. It was like it was great for being able to go in there because it was the atmosphere looked good.
No, it was all type of shit going on. Shout out Skis, my boy Jay Skis. Shout out my boy Biz.
Yeah.
Chase. They had Byron out there doing he was painting. I mean, my boy Monk. Daughter. I mean, out there doing her thing. I mean, it was a great experience, man. It was a lot of love out there. It was a lot of pure creative talent. I mean, it was a lot going on. Like, it was really people who was really just tapped in with the culture. Like, I loved every bit of it, man. I loved every bit of it, man, because I feel like it's been a while since I got on stage and what I call it that. Got to be able to perform in front of people. I was still performing in front of them. You know what I'm saying? With them and all that. You know, I just couldn't react in a certain manner. You know what I mean? Where I could like hear them, or they could hear not the way they heard me, but where I could hear them. You know what I mean? And they're affecting me in a manner. But it was all good though, because I know like I done did this shit for so long. I could just, I could see their reactions, which made me in the type of way hear their reaction. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But it was different. I loved it though.
Okay. Yeah, it looked dope. I was like, is this the future? This is what performance?
Yo, that was dope, yo. Shout out Skate, my boy Skate.
Is it a full video of that out? I saw like a short teaser. That's how I knew you were there.
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know. That'd be dope if it was though.
Because the little bit that I did see looked dope. It was like 30 seconds or so. You posted it on your Instagram.
Yeah, that's Brett. I was telling you about earlier. Yeah, shout out Brett.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta holler at you too, Brett. You know what I mean? Plug in, man.
All right, man. So Stronger Hunger coming out. You just announced that you got another project too.
Yeah.
With Ray Rose.
We ain't even thought of the name yet. But trust and believe, we trust me, it's going down.
When it drops, it's gonna drop.
Yeah. It's going
down in their head, man. I'm so proud of everybody that's in this city that's coming out and everything. The one you and everybody that I've had on my show so far, and then also shout out to Benny Westside Gun, and he was on Entertainment Weekly this week.
Yeah,
real special.
Them boys kicked the door down. I mean, them boys kicked the door all the way down.
And the thing about it is they grinded for damn near almost 2 decades just to get to this point where they arrive to the masses. And as somebody that before we sign off, for somebody that's like 18, 19, 17, and they come into the game and they want to do this hip hop shit, and they may, as somebody that's been doing it for about like 12 years, you got any advice to them, to these young kids? Because some young kids listen to this podcast.
If you believe in yourself, because that's what mattered initially from the get-go. If you believe in yourself, do that shit, man. Don't stop. Keep going. Keep going. It's gonna be some walls in the way. It's gonna be something that's gonna try to infiltrate, you know what I'm saying, your meanings. Keep going. Don't let nothing get in your way. Hurdle everything. Jump over every obstacle. I'm telling you. Don't take no time off. Keep going. If you really believe in what you do and what you got going on for yourself, and you believe it's gonna prosper, if you really believe that, why would you give up? And that's something that I had to deal with. That's something I had to deal with for a long time. You know what I mean? But I'm good now.
Yeah.
But keep going. If you really believe in it, keep going. Why? You know what I mean? The day you quit, the day you made it, you know what I mean? The day you quit could have been the day you made it. You know what I'm saying? The day you quit could have been the day you made it. So just keep going. So, you know what I mean? That's all I got. I mean, and that's for any lane, production, whatever it is. You know what I mean? Videography, whatever it is. If it got something to do, you know what I mean? in that lane, keep going, because everybody got to play their part too, you know?
Yeah. That with everything happening like this year, as far as like, you know, that the world is experiencing it, has that alone inspired you a little bit? Did it set you,
Oh, hell yeah.
take you off your game a little bit?
Nah, that shit got me to where I was going. That shit, it gave me some time to reflect on myself, you know? Some time to really tap in and, like, really take, you know what I mean, more situations serious and really, like, you know, like, really focus on me, you know? I only tell a lot of my business and shit, but, like, I'm like my own boss, you know what I'm saying? I am. I ain't gonna say like. I'm my own boss, man. Like, I quit my motherfucking job. I just up and quit that shit. I ain't put no 2 weeks of notice or nothing like that. Just put my own shit and just went to go do, you know what I mean, what I wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? And I've been good ever since, you know what I mean? And been able to just tap in, you know what I mean? Because there's a lot going on right now. I'm not gonna lie. So, you know what I mean? Been a lot going on from the writing, from all that shit. So I just been able to just, you know, and everybody tapped in too. Like, ain't nobody got nothing to do. You know what I mean? We all just, you know what I mean, just trying to stay afloat. You know what I mean? At this point, or at least I know I am. And it just more so gave me a more so of an open eye. You know what I mean? And just realize, like, man, time is precious. This shit is very precious. You know,
Yeah.
like, man, like, you don't know, you can't predict. You can't put a time on. Like, you don't know how long you have left. You know what I mean? So I just try to make value, you know, of mine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, that's what's up. I agree, man. But yeah, man, I'm glad to have you on. It's fine, about time that
Yeah.
you know showed up. Another Vibes alumni, you like the third one from that was on that show that came here. So you know, shout out to Reese Young and Maya by name too. I got a lot of love for them. Also, check out the Slow Jam tapes on all your streaming platforms if you listen to podcasts. And some next week, I mean not next week, I'll probably Wednesday or Thursday, I'm gonna put out a recap of Kendrick's Good Kid, Mad City, doing a track by track, you know, salute to the 8th anniversary of that album.
Right.
I'm reviewing underrated records and the classics, and that was definitely a classic to me. So,
Big classic.
you remember
That's
that?
my, yo, that's one of
You remember what you was doing when that came out?
what year was that? What year did you drop
2012,
that?
October 2012. So what I'm doing is I'm dropping episodes about projects like take for instance, that came out October 22nd, 2012. So October
12.
22nd, like I'll do the show, and I'm doing that. Like for instance, September 11th, I did the Blueprint episode because I recapped the Blueprint after 19 years. So that's still how I'm gonna do the shows from now on. Unless I have a guest and we promoting what everybody got going on. So yeah,
Dope.
I remember Good Kid, Man. I remember at the time, actually Meek Mill was more anticipated than Good Kid, Mad City. His Dreams and Nightmares.
I remember.
It came out the same day.
2012, dude. I was working at motherfucking Russell's, dude. I remember that shit. I was a dishwasher, yo. They used to let us like wear our headphones and shit.
Yeah.
When we worked and shit. Yo, that's crazy. Them the two albums I was playing. Dreams and Nightmares and Mad City, man. Like, yo, like, man, it's not even one specific song on there. Like, I could just like the whole joint. Like, man, no. You also, nah. I definitely can't wait for that joint to happen.
Yeah, everybody, because Meek Mill was in position at that time. So
Man, what?
everybody was waiting, and then Kendrick, I think I was like, and I'm gonna talk about it on the next episode. Kendrick, I was like, okay, I know you were Aftermath, but I'm gonna get out of listen too. When I heard that, I said, oh, you ever listen to any joints and be like, oh shit, I gotta step my game up? Has there ever been a point where you like, oh damn, the game about to shift? Like Jay-Z on the Blueprint 3, he said that had that line that when Illmatic came out, he said it was so ahead he thought that they was all dead. Like he was like, oh shit, how we gonna come back? How we gonna shift? And that made him shift up his game.
That's crazy you brought up Hov. I'm gonna bring up a Hov joint. I'm strong hunger. I'm strong hunger and all that. Applied pressure, stronger hunger. So for real, it'd probably had to be lyrical exercise from Hov.
Were you like, okay, that's
Like when I heard
that's
that,
the
like,
cat.
and that, yeah, that's the, they're like, yo, ain't nothing else, ain't nothing, yo. From there, I'm like, okay, boom, and then that's what I already implicate, and within what I stand for. So yeah, like just shit like that, and just like, yo, like I don't know, bro, like just
I thought you would have
knowing.
said Meek's
Who?
intro from that album, from that Dreams Nightmares
From
album.
the Dreams and Nightmares. No, that's my shit too. Don't get it wrong. That's my shit too. But no, just like if I had to like choose, it'd have had to be that joint, and that's taking it back. Like, you know what I mean?
Yes,
That's my shit. That's my shit right there. I listen to that album all the time.
what, Blueprint?
Yeah, the Blueprint, the first one.
Yeah, that's what me and a friend of mine on another podcast, we discussed it for like 2 hours because we had to talk about everything that was happening. I was 13 when that came out, so everything that was happening at that time, and then we go into the album, and
Okay.
that's pretty much what the show is. Yeah, because
I'm
some
at
of these albums is they time capsule, so you got to go into what was going on at the time, what was
right.
the features that these artists was doing, because they in pocket. You know what I mean? So like yourself or whatever, like when you about to come out with a project, there's a feeling and a mode that you in, and it's like, okay, they get you in position or whatever.
Always. No,
Yeah.
hell yeah, like that feeling, you can't make that up. Hell no.
Yeah, so I mean, that's pretty much what it is or whatnot. And as I get older, whatnot, I feel there's less and less of that I hear. Like most of the classics is like, I would say in the last 5 years, I haven't really heard nothing that really. I've heard some good stuff, but I haven't heard nothing that's whatever that's making me like, damn, like, yeah, hip hop and coffee. I'm gonna sign off. I'm gonna let you go. I gotta do some stuff myself. But I'm glad that you came through. I'm glad you're doing good, man. And I can't wait to see.
Same for you.
Huh?
Nah, I said same for you. I appreciate that too.
Yeah, man. Yo, tell your pops I said what's up, and tell your big sister I said what's up too. I miss seeing her and picking on her every time I see her.
Big Tiff.
She knows what's up.
Nah, Tiff knows good. Tiff there's always love with Tiff.
Yeah.
As long as you're across Tiff, you good with Tiff, and that's what it is. Word.
Yeah, I every time I see, I've been picking on her since I was 2 years old. So that's just how me and her roll. But I always got a lot of love for y'all, man. But on top of that, yeah, Hip Hop and Coffee Podcast. Plug it Spotify, Apple, Google Podcasts, Overcast or whatever, and then also on YouTube, Essential Vision page or whatever.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, we on pretty much put it out and everything. So, and also the Slow Jam Tapes podcast I'm gonna do this week as well. So you don't know about the Slow Jam Tapes. The first episode was about Al B. Shore's third album. That's way out of your league. So, and then the second the second joint is gonna be Stevie Wonder's Hotter Than July album. So yeah, I'm pretty much in the same space as you. I'm working and putting out content.
Right. Keep it flowing. You got to.
Yeah, and then I have something else that I should be coming out with end of the year, beginning of the 2021 or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, let's keep in touch, man. I got your number. Yo, I've been had your number.
We tapped in forever. You know how to go, cuz.
I don't know you.
Number or not. You know how to get with me. We fam. You know how to get with me.
Yeah. And also too, when I launched my podcast this year, at the top of the year, you was one of the first to like share it and let everybody know, like, to help spread out that, hey, I'm I peeped that. So it's all love there.
Oh yeah, big time. You got to, shit, cause right now, what we doing right now, we helping each other. We helping each other. You know what I'm saying? Making it look good for each other. Making it possible. Through each other, not for each other, but through each other. You know what I'm saying? So it's all that's the way it's supposed to happen. That's how it go.
Yeah. Especially, especially if you like it where we from or whatnot. Like, we come from a lot of, like, I wouldn't say hustlers, but survivors. That's where we come from. Like, as far as uh uh you know uh our fam and everything like that. And we got ones that they come from all walks of life, and they do, and they survive in different ways. And then you got your artists and
Right.
everything like that too. So whichever way,
Right.
and if it's one thing that this year is taught, and in the past has taught you, like, you have to always support and just show love and be sincere and just be genuine, just be good people. And I mentioned earlier, like in the past, like whatever, like when we was talking about when you was gearing up and coming out with your projects, and how I noticed a different
Yeah.
energy to you, like as far as what you post and
Yeah.
everything. And now you got features
No,
coming up and everything. When you have good energy around you, you put out good energy, it comes back to you.
no, it's
And I've been
reciprocated.
seeing that in you, as far as you being motivated to perform and put out your projects and been working or whatever. So the energy around you is feeling good. And that's just from me as a spectator and looking, and then talking to you and interviewing you, as opposed to the other two times I interviewed you, like at my Vibe show. It seemed like it's a different motivation to you. You're more energetic. Yeah, and
Yeah.
you seem like it's a different motivation, and you got your grown man on at this point, and you
Yeah.
know what I mean. So you tapping in. You more creative than I've ever seen you been. As far as
Appreciate that.
so I'm proud of
Nah,
you.
I appreciate that. Nah, I really do. Nah, I mean, that's big. That's big because you big cuz. So just like the music mean a lot for me. It mean a lot to me. But even like beyond music, and I mean, this is my cousin, y'all. So you always inspire me. And always push me towards the right direction. And all of that in that aspect. But like speaking on like being proud of me and for something I'm proud to do for myself mean a lot to me, cuz that's a fact, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
Yeah, man. So so every time you do something, man, you got to make everybody proud. Make us proud, man.
No, that's all. That's all.
You
No,
know what I mean?
and no, and that's at the same token, making everybody proud. Like knowing that I have to make everybody proud. That's how I feel. I feel like I have to make everybody proud because they are already proud of me. So if I don't make them proud, then I might feel like, man, who am I upsetting?
Yeah.
And I never wanna, you know, be entitled or hold, the responsibility to feel like I'm, the person or the reason why somebody is upset, or I'm upset one of my loved ones and shit like that. So I just want to really just, put on and do what I got to do to.
Provide support, what I got
Yeah.
on, and just do it. How it go.
Yeah. That's pretty much what you got to do, man. Just don't let them bars ever slip, because you will get a text.
No, bro. No. Yo, listen. I got some heat with you, man. I'm man, when we get off of this, man, send me your email. I might already have it, man. I'm gonna send you some joints because I ain't gonna hold you. You always one of them people who I would love to, have air. I would love to have your
Yeah.
air. I mean, at any given moment. So I'm gonna send you some joints. I mean, before these joints nobody ever heard and all type of. I mean, trust me. I'm gonna send you some joints, man. You know how it go.
All
We
right. All right.
working.
I
I'm gonna
got you.
need
I
your
got you.
ear. I'm gonna need your ear. Yeah, yep. I'm gonna need that.
I'll text it to you. I'll text you by email address. Well, no,
Bet.
I sent you. I just sent you something before we started.
You did.
Send that.
Right. I'm gonna send you. I'm gonna send you a couple of joints. I mean, I want you to tap in and let me know how what you feeling and shit like that. You know how it go.
All right. I'm a let you go. Hopefully, at the when you drop your projects or whatever, and then hopefully all this the stuff with social distancing, people can start gathering around, and then hopefully you can, like, you and everybody else is in the city, actually can get back to performing, and we can get a crowd going again, because ain't no
For
energy like
real.
that.
Cause man. I'm ready to, man. You don't know how much I'm ready to get on stage, man, and all that, man. Like I honestly, I did my first show this year. Like I put my own first show together this year, whatever, man. And it was a great experience. Like I want to like keep that going, like keep the energy going, and I mean, and really be able to offer and give back too. You know what I mean? Because that's what I'm about too. Because I remember, man, there was times like, man, like where I wasn't able, you know what I'm saying, where I didn't have the connections or know, you know, the right source or to know the right crowd or person, you know what I mean, to really go through and stuff like that. So I just want to be able to just, you know what I mean, and it's all, like I said, it's all great energy that's going to be reciprocated back, you know what I mean, within the faith of God. You know how it go, man.
All right, man. I'm gonna let you go. We got Mizzark
Big
here.
man, you know.
Plug your social media.
Money Mizzark on Instagram. Money Mizzark on Twitter. Where we at? Where else we at? Facebook. My music page is Money Mizzark. You find me Money Mizzark. Honestly, shit, everywhere Money Mizzark.
Yeah.
Streaming. If you want to hear my music, stream. Mizzark. It's just Mizzark. Cut the Mizzark out. I mean the money out.
Okay.
I mean Mizzark. If you want, but if you do want to go to my recent, I mean not my recent, but my work that I put out, you know, on some time ago. Type in money Mizzark for the most part, you know what I mean, and you'll find like more of like, you know, what's in my crate, you know.
Or you can type in strong hunger on that piff, and
Yeah,
you can type apply pressure on Spotify and Apple too if you
right,
subscribe to any of those.
everywhere.
So yeah, it's the Hip Hop and Coffee podcast. It's episode 9, and I'll check you later, man. Peace.